first of all, I am sorry for pulling that disappearing act. Okay, before I even explain why didn't I just post an announcement or something, let me tell you guys about something really interesting that happened today. I had my stage workshop class today, and last night our teacher had been like, okay, we're gonna have individual consults. I was so confused because I genuinely didn't know what she meant by individual consults, and I was like, what are we even gonna do? Now the thing is, we all just like gave a reacted with a thumbs up to that message and went about, you know, my night. This is like late at night, by the way. This isn't even like at a reasonable time, so I didn't feel like, oh, I should reply and like clarify what is it that we're doing. I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna watch the video tomorrow morning, and then I ended up sleeping quite late somehow. I don't know why. So I didn't even end up watching the video until like 10 minutes before the consults. Because I was the second person in line, so I only had 10 minutes to figure this out and then, you know, go in, do my consult, and then come outside after 10 minutes were over. So it wasn't a lot of time. It was just like very little, honestly. And I didn't really prepare much. But I went in being like, okay, like at the beginning of the class before she started the consults, she was like, if anyone has any questions, and I asked her what the consults were gonna be about. She was like, we're just gonna pick like one or two things to like work on for today individually, right? So like pick one thing that you were going to be doing for the performance, and just like I will help you refine it. I will help you identify what the issues are, or like figure it out, you know? And so like I just picked the side step because I'm doing, funnily enough, I'm doing Espresso Sabrina Carpenter. So I'm gonna just record a cover, which makes me think of how I haven't released a cover in like months, practically a whole year. Yikes. I am remembering, yes, that I have not released a cover, yes. I will release one this week, I promise. I'm trying to get one done, which already has like art and everything made for it. I just don't know. I don't remember why I never released it. I just know that for some reason it was not released. So I will finish that and release it. That's besides the point. The point being, oh my god. So we do the individual consult, and I try to emulate Sabrina Carpenter as best as possible. In the short, like I watched like only one video, and then half of the second one that I started watching I just stopped because it was already time to go in, and I was like, oh oops, I don't have that much time anymore. And then I just like, okay, I guess it's whatever, I'll just do whatever because it's only 10 minutes. I only like have enough time to go through 2 rounds of me singing the song. That being said, like it was still really useful because like I knew what I was going for. Specifically, I was like, oh, I want to work on the side steps, I want to make sure I'm looking towards the audience, and I did the first round and my teacher immediately went like, you're a bit too serious. I think you need to like let loose and be a bit more playful. But just before this class, I was having this very intense conversation with my vocal teacher. Intense as in, I was telling her about something that was very distressing to me. But distressing being like I was beyond frustrated. Still am. I think I'm gonna keep this energy until this can be resolved, because God knows I need to like stay annoyed. So when it actually comes down to talk to people who need to know that this is actually a problem, yeah. And I'm not gonna talk about that. God, I've been talking about that all weekend. Like literally just like last week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today. I'm pretty sure if somebody meets me tomorrow, they're gonna hear about this too. And then after as well, like just over and over and over again. But the point is, like, it was such a good concert though. Like, I felt, even with those 10 minutes, I felt like, okay, I learned something, which is always nice. We focus on the positives, right? Okay, the reason why I bought a disappearing act. So, I know I told you guys I was gonna go watch a play on Saturday. And so I go and watch the play, and I come back home at like 10 p.m. And I was like, oh, I mean, I should just like, in my head, I thought I said and sent like a announcement out being like, guys, I'm not streaming today, I'm kind of exhausted. And only today did I realize I hadn't done that. This whole time I've been like, oh, I'm sure like let y'all know that I wasn't gonna stream. Cause I swear I like put that message out, right? Like I sent it everywhere. And then today when I was like making my schedule, okay, yesterday I didn't do it because I was like, I don't remember what I was doing. I wasn't super busy, I was just sleeping like for quite a bit. I was asleep, and then after I woke up it was all a lot of just like, not errands, but I was like doing school stuff and then not much else. I have to remake my studio resource checkout form because I need to add some things that I missed writing down earlier, which is wild. But the good thing is we can actually edit those anytime as long as we resend them a day before our booking, exactly 24 hours. We have, if you send it before 24 hours before your booking, like anytime 24 hours before your booking, you it's okay. So I'm gonna like rewrite, add whatever I missed, and then just send it in, and yeah, that should be fine. Anyways, so yeah, it was like quite funny considering like, what should I say even? I just, yeah, had a moment. That's what I'm gonna say. But I genuinely thought I'd sent this like announcement out going like, oh, I'm not streaming, I'm quite tired, because like I came back at 10 and I was so hungry because I hadn't had like a like I came back and I was like, oh, I need to eat something because I didn't really have like a huge dinner before I left. I ate food and then I ate it at like 6-ish, like actual like very European dinner time, and then I came back home by 10, so it was already 4 hours later, and like, I didn't even eat anything till like 11 because I was like trying to see if I should just go to sleep or if I should just, you know, eat something. But the play I watched is called The Wedding Dress. Was titled The Wedding Dress. It's a Brazilian play. I've honestly never heard of this before. I was just going to watch it because my friends were performing, so I was like, oh, I should go and support them, and I'm so glad I did. It was a very, very interesting play. Like the plot of the play was basically there's this woman who dies, and then she starts like getting along with the ghost of the dead courtesan whose house she lived in after the courtesan died, and the courtesan was murdered. And it starts like in this really confusing scene of this woman walking into this room and going like, where's Madame Clessy? Madame Clessy being the dead courtesan who was murdered courtesan, right? And it's just very confusing in the beginning because I was like, wait, what? And okay, spoiler alert. So the courtesan is dead, and the girl who is dead was murdered by her husband. But in the beginning, she thinks that she killed her husband. But she's completely confused. Like, basically, she's a ghost and she doesn't remember much. But she knows that this, like, lady, Madame Clessy, whose diary she read when she was younger, and she was fascinated by the life that this woman was living. She was like, I want to be like her. And so the whole time she was just like, I want to be her, I want to be with her, I want to talk to her, I want to, you know, be like her. And it sort of revolves around that for like the first quarter of the film is just like, who is Madame Classie? What are we even doing here? And then she starts recounting things that happened before her death, like her wedding, where she got married to this man who was her sister's boyfriend. Hi, Jeju. Before she managed to seduce her sister's boyfriend, and then she just pretended that she didn't know they were a thing before that, and her sister was still canoodling with this woman's now fiance, will be turning to husband, and her sister was like, how dare you take my boyfriend away from me? And yeah, it was just like, honestly, it was kind of wild, the amount of family drama that was happening in this play that was only an hour and 15 minutes. Like, I need you guys to understand, it was only an hour and 15 minutes long, but the drama between the family members, the husband, first of all, he's supposed to be this like really, really attractive guy, and the actor playing him was fairly good looking, so I was like, okay, I can see it, you know? And like, it's like a very weird, surreal like story, which like starts off and has these moments where you're like, I genuinely am not sure if this is supposed to be a hallucination she's having, if she's actually dead or not, or maybe she's like in the liminal space between life and death, you know? And you hear that she dies from a car accident. I'm not even explaining this well, but this story actually genuinely confused me, but I actually really enjoyed watching it because I was like, this is so fun. Basically, she dies from a car accident. You might be like, wait, car accident? Her husband kills her because her husband's like, well, to this woman's sister, to his like, okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys their names. The first girl, the main character's name's like something with A. The sister's name is Lucian, something with L, okay? Like, I didn't bother memorizing their names because their names were kind of weird sounding. Like, I say weird sounding as in they had like a lot of syllables that I thought were like, wait, these are part of her name, and I didn't remember anyone's names except for the husband and the Madame Classie. Still don't know if it's Classie or Classie, so maybe I didn't hear anyone's names. Actually, I forgot the husband's name as well, so my bad. So A, who is our main character, gets killed by her husband because her husband and her sister L are a thing, and they've always been a thing, even when they were getting married, which is when her sister had like a huge blow up. I am not explaining this well. Honestly, I don't think I understood it at this point, because I feel like I'm explaining it in the most like convoluted sense possible. Let me give you guys a timeline. So there's this woman named Madame Classie. She's a courtesan. Then she gets murdered by this 18-year-old man that she was dating. And then her house gets occupied because, you know, she's dead. Her house has these two kids and their family. So A and L, and the mom and dad of A and L. So A's mom and A's dad, essentially, are now living in that house, and they're like, we're gonna burn everything that Madame Classie owned because we don't want, you know, our kids to be corrupted by this not respectable woman, you know? But A finds a diary that is Madame Plassie's diary, and she reads it and she's fascinated by this woman's life, and she's like, I want to be like her, I want to live like her. So, you know, she goes on and absorbs these strange teachings or something, I'm assuming, because like there's no reason for her to steal her sister's boyfriend anyways. So then Elle gets a boyfriend who his name is Pedro. So Elle starts dating this guy Pedro, and is like, wait, no, I like that guy, I don't want my sister to have him, I want him. So she steals Pedro, and then they get engaged, right? And then they're gonna be married. On the day of the wedding, when she's wearing this wedding dress that she put like a lot of money for and is super super pretty. I still don't know why the play is titled The Wedding Dress, because honestly the wedding dress was probably the most superfluous thing. Except Elle also wore it in the end, which is a spoiler. I'm gonna tell you guys what happens, right? So A is getting married to Pedro. On the day of the wedding, Elle tries to have a conversation, more like tries to threaten A, being like, if you go ahead with this marriage, like, you can go ahead, I'm not gonna make a scene, but just know, like, I'm still gonna have your husband, and like, I'm gonna have an affair with him, and like, who knows, maybe you'll die and then I'll marry him. So basically Elle is telling A that I don't care what you think, eventually that man is still gonna end up being mine, and you know, like you're gonna die. So Elle says this to A, and A is like, you know what, you're crazy, like, go and tell our mom that you said something like that, because apparently the mom knows about Elle consorting with A's now husband, and the mom's like, don't say things like that, none of that is real, like, blah blah blah, like, so suppress your base urges or something. Then A, now married to Pedro, is kind of unhappy because Pedro doesn't seem to be paying her much attention. She makes like funny little jokes like, I'm gonna run away and I'm gonna be like Madame Blasi. And Pedro's like, how dare you, don't say things like that. And eventually one day she goes out after telling Elle, like, today I'm going to die, I'm gonna go to a place, I'm gonna go to a club, I'm gonna be like Madame Blasi, I've done that before. And Elle's like, you're literally insane, like, you've never done shit like that, so like, don't say anything like that. And then A goes out and gets hit by a car and dies, and Elle's like, wait, she predicted her own death, she knew she was gonna die, that's why she said all of this to me and then left, you know, like, because one of the lines she says before she leaves is like, no matter what, even if you marry him after I'm dead, you're gonna remember that you're the one who killed me, you know? Because this whole time Elle has been threatening A, saying like, oh, like, your man's my man actually, I'm gonna kill you and then I'm gonna marry him. It's very convoluted story. But it was so interesting to watch it. I cannot explain how, like, the structure was so scrambled that at some point you're like, wait, what's happening? But it keeps you hooked onto knowing what is gonna happen next. So A dies, Elle's like crying at her funeral. This is close to the end, by the way. Like, I'm just giving you guys a timeline of what is happening. I'm gonna tell you guys specific scenes because they were so interesting. Oh my god. So Elle's crying at A's funeral, going like, how could she die? Like this as well. Like, and then Pedro, A's husband, comes in and he was like, well, isn't this what you wanted? Is it like, didn't you want to marry me? I mean, between the two of you, somebody had to go, right? So I picked her. I like you better. So essentially, he's trying to make her believe that she is the one who killed her, even though it's probably Pedro who ordered for her to be hit by a car and then not be saved by a quack doctor. So Pedro basically gaslights her into believing that she's the one who ordered a hit and she's the one who made it happen, like the thing. And then Elle's like, oh no, I think I can still hear my sister's voice. She goes away for a few years, comes back, ready to be married to Pedro. I think also very pregnant, but I did not seem to see any other physical indication of pregnancy. I'm saying this like these are real people. This is a play. This is a story. Yeah. Anyways, so very important characters are Madame Blasi and A, obviously. And Madame Blasi, holy shit! The actor who played her, incredible. Incredible. Every single move was so on point. Because like this is like this provocative woman, and is being played by a man, or I believe like a non-binary person, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna like not make judgments on that. But this is not like a female at birth, definitely. And this person, holy shit, I was actually like, I am obsessed with you. Your character is so good, like so funny. has the funniest punchlines, like the weirdest lines, and like this whole romance with this 18-year-old. And there were so many salacious like lines, like, "You look like my son," to the 18-year-old that the Madame Plessy was dating. And the 18-year-old was like, "Do you want to die together?" And the 18-year-old eventually kills her, Madame Plessy, because he's unhappy that Madame Plessy has relations with an old friend. Not like intimate, but they're old friends, and he's jealous of that. So like very, very, very interesting storylines and character interactions. And the whole thing with A and Madame Plessy being like, A is like, "I read your diary," and Madame Plessy's like, "Huh? Where did you get my diary from?" And she was like, "When you died, I started living in your house, and my mom wanted to burn everything that you owned. So before she burned it, I went and took something, a diary, and it was your diary." And it was like, okay, cool. Anyways, so yeah, and like a lot of the plot point is A not remembering a lot of the people that led to her death. So like she didn't remember her sister when she was this ghost who was talking to Madame Plessy. She didn't remember her mom. She didn't remember what her husband looked like. But every man that came and had like in this pretend like mind space of hers, like was apparently her husband, looked like her husband, looked like her fiance. First he was just her boyfriend for like one scene, then the next scene he turned into her fiance and stayed her fiance, and then suddenly she was like, "I killed my fiance. I took this diary of yours and I hit him with it in the back of his neck and I killed him." And first of all, that diary was not thick or big enough, so this woman was full on like hallucinating. I had a moment where I was like, did she actually kill her fiance, or is she like full on wanting to kill her fiance? What's the deal? What gives, you know? And then it's revealed that she never killed her fiance. Her like, but it was her husband. She didn't even kill her husband. But you know, she stole her sister's boyfriend, who eventually became her husband, but her sister was still sleeping with her husband. Super complicated relationship lines. Very good acting by the main characters. Like, A's actress, I was blown away by how convincing she was. Because roles like this, where the main character has to be insane, they're very easy to either overdo or underdo, from what I've noticed, right? And this woman who was playing A, I cannot explain, but I was captivated. Like, my eyes were trained on her every single time she was in scene, in any on stage, which was for basically most of the play. Like, I think she only left the stage a couple of times, and it was only if somebody else's scene was like, she wasn't even part of the scene, but most of the time she was in the scene, and my view would be like directed towards her if she was saying something, and like it would just be stuck there because she was playing her character so convincingly. It's like, I need to know what's up with A. Is she okay? And so good. So good. I've seen her play like a couple of other roles before, so it's not the first time I've seen her act, but I did not think that she was like totally blowing me away or anything. Like, last time I watched her, it was just like, oh, she's like a good actress. The time before, when I watched her, and it was, you know, like she was one of the few main characters in the ensemble cast that they had, because everyone was practically a main character. They were like, that was a weird story anyways. Like, I think it's interesting how my school chooses to always do like these weird niche stories. I think it's a good thing, because it like just brings so many it brings so many like new stories to the forefront that I've never seen before. That is to say, it's not like I've watched like thousands of plays in my life, but I've watched a fair bit. This was very fun. I sat there like gawking, and I was in the second row, and everything was happening right in front of my eyes, and it was incredible. My friend was playing the mom of A and L, and really good acting from her again. Super awesome to watch her. So good. And I don't know, it was just so fun. And then the director, who was this Brazilian guy, he was like, this is the first time we're putting this show up anywhere in Southeast Asia. And it was like, I'm so thankful to all the people who got this, like, you know, who came together to make this happen. I think the only thing I feel like could have been better was more consistent background music, because there were a lot of parts of the play where sometimes, right, like they're having like this little dance segment or something, and so they need background music and they just suddenly start playing it. But I think what would be more like natural or more theatrical or fit better and not be such a immersion break would be to have some sort of background music playing the whole time. And when it goes to the, like, it gets louder and softer depending on how you need it to be, but having something would really help the transition from like no background music to a lot of background music much more natural and less harsh. That was my only criticism, and I feel like I can definitely like go and tell my friend and let her communicate that with her directors and her like lecturers and stuff. Because like overall that play was incredible. I can't wait to see her graduation show, which is like next semester. She's gonna graduate. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's so sad. Anyways, one of my other friends is in the musical theater program at the same school, and she's also so good. Incredible actor, incredible musician as well. Like her voice, divine. Super lucky to be surrounded by people who are just so inspiring and so cool. But yeah, I also heard some very interesting gossip about some people I know on that day, just before I went and walked in to watch the show. So, super awesome day. I'm so hungry when I came back because I was like, I'm starving. I need food. But yeah. Okay, now we can play Hollow Knight. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that the music wasn't on. It was just playing. Ooh, that's loud. Okay, hold up. BGM off. Awesome. So, Hollow Knighting now. I will try my best to actually get to like 800 more geo. I guess we only need 750, and I don't know if I'll be able to achieve that or not, but I will try my best, okay? I have to go up. I haven't played Hollow Knight in a few days, so obviously. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh my god. Okay, lovely. Okay, nice. Oh my god! Are you serious? Where's my... Oh. Oh. Nice. Okay, I at least bypassed that. I was like kind of annoyed that I have to keep fighting these things. Oh right, I can stick to walls now. I forgot about that. Oh my god! Ah! I just got all of my health back and then I immediately died. Is that not just me? Like, I just got my basically my second chance back, and then I immediately died. That is so, like, characteristic. Nice, I avoided fighting any of them. I would like to get some geo, but I feel like we can try to, like, you know, wait a bit longer. Nice. Ah! Why do I keep hitting that hitbox? Why do they keep hitting my hitbox? What am I doing wrong? Nice. Okay, finally didn't die because of that. Okay, I don't actually know where I should go. I think we keep going up. Actually can't decide, huh? So, oh! My god. Oh my god. Is that some, like, oh, there is a place to go, but, how do I go there? How do I go there indeed? How do I get in there? Oh, I see. That was easy. Oh my god. Okay, I was trying to like adjust my mic arm a bit today because I was trying to like record something and then it decided to just give up on me again. I don't like this about my mic arm. It just keeps doing that over and over again. Booyah? How do I... Huh? Wait, how do I... Huh? How am I supposed... I'm so confused. Why did this guy block me? What? What is the meaning of this? Anyone can figure it out, please let me know, because like I'm so lost. Oh! Hello! Okay, that's good. Well, as long as you're dead, I guess. Do we go from there? No, there's like some way here. So no way there. What are all these rooms that I cannot seem to access? What even? What even? Nice. Oh, 2 dead things. Lovely. Wait, how do I go back up, huh? Oh, you piece of shit. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you! I'm so confused. Okay, so I've already been here before. The issue is, where do I go next? How do I even get somewhere else? Oh, wait. Ouch! Ouch! Oh! 이게 뭐야? Oh! Okay, no, I'll stop. Okay, okay, I went up. I went up. Wait a second. That's so unhelpful. I think I'm stuck. Ouch! What is one supposed to do here? Like, how do you even... Right, there's that thing that I can't seem to get to. Like, I'm here and all, but like... How do I get to the other area? Like, clearly that's also important, yes? That's something to look into. I don't understand. I can't even, like, do something about it here. What the heck? I do want to save you, my dude. I don't know how, though. Is there a way to get there without, like... Oh, that could have been bad. That was bad. Yes. Currently, this, like, whole situation where I am forced to be broke is the worst. Okay. Okay, nice. Oh! 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 That could have been so bad. I think I'm, like, actually low-key stuck here. Nice! Yeah. Why did I lose one of my lives? I don't get it. Lost. Lost in your life, baby. I wanna get right here all night, baby. So let's get lost in your life, baby. Oh! I keep doing that, you know? And I realize that's on me to figure out how to fix. Well, I made my money back. I can go and deposit this, I think. The issue here ends up being, actually... Oh, that was easy! So why did I die that last time? We're going to figure out what the heck was wrong. Let's go to Queen Station, shall we? We gotta make our way back, like, full E. Like, completely. Oh. Nice. Do not get tricked, Mew. No, wait. Oh, this is the way up, right? That's fine, guys. We are good. Nice. Where are we? Oh. something went wrong here. Oh, ow, ow, ow. I really didn't want to fight that guy. Still don't want to fight these guys because, like, even though they give Geo, and quite a bit of it, frankly, like, it's just not worth it in my opinion. Ow. Hello? Okay, yeah, we can go up. We go away from here. Oh, oh. What is this place? There's this place. Have we figured out what this was anyways? Oh. Wait a second. Oh, it was this up thing that I cannot reach. This pisses me off, really it does. I forgot about this, I did. And then now I'm here and then I'm remembering it and it just makes me mad. Oh! Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Okay, when she comes back this way, we're gonna kill her. Oh, oh, okay. Oh my god, why? Why do I keep doing this to myself, really? What is that issue? Oh, why can I not stick onto that area? Oh, 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 oh. Oof. That is tough. That is difficult, yes. Okay, nice, finally! I'm out of there! And I got some Geo in the process. Of course, like, the whole point of taking these longer routes or something is to make some Geo back. Honestly speaking though, am I really making any Geo at all right now? Because all I feel like is, what's happening is... Oh! Oh! I didn't even notice that guy. Okay, we can go up, we can go out. Let's try our best to escape this hellhole, shall we? This is genuinely painful, by the way. I feel like the amount of times that I have managed to, like... Wait a second. Wait a second. Ah! Ooh. Ow! Ooh. Okay. Made it. Made it. Yes, we are going the right way. One must not fear what is unknown. Ah. I just keep, like, getting hit by the same, like, 4 things. Wait a second. Nope, that's the wrong way. Wait, huh? Oh! going the right way? God, hope I am. God, I hope I am. Cause like, imagine spending all this effort to get somewhere and then I'm literally going the wrong way. No, I'm going the right way. This is familiar territory. Ah! Nice. Okay, we got 183. We can kill a few more things over here so we can get to 200. We're not doing terribly when it comes like to... Nice. That's... we're at 1... Okay, 200. We can go back. Phew-wee. 201 as well. We're actually making really good progress towards actually getting to 1800.
That's Geo.
Yes. Deposit. Okay, exit. If she runs away with all of my Geo, I'm gonna be so mad. But I think she'll only run away if we give her more than 2,000, honestly. As long as we don't hit like 3,000 or something, I feel like we'll be fine. Now where should we go to make some money? I feel like... let's try out the Fog Canyon area. I think it would be nice to do that. I'm gonna like just save point here so that it's easy for me to like come back, mostly. I had, what's the word? Thai red curry mac and cheese today. Very well made. Because I made it. Very proud of myself. I am so narcissistic when it comes to food. But it was really good though. Like, I had fun eating it. I don't have a map. The small ones don't do anything. They just give you some... nice. Oh, I forgot. It blows up on you. And it takes like 2 hit points immediately. That's crazy. I totally forgot about that, genuinely. But the small ones give you some life back, so that's good. Okay, nice. Yeah, you can earn a fair bit as long as you're like smart about how you're using your energy. Can I like leave my fate in the hands of... This is so fun. I love killing these guys, man. They're like actually pretty fun to kill, especially if you can avoid like dying by their tricks. I still don't really know what the objective is in Fog Canyon other than... Oh! Oh! No, that's the worst. didn't even like last a second before being, you know, very much killed by these big guys. They hurt you, they do. I think there's so many of them so that you can earn some coin essentially, but I gotta say, like, I'm not fully sure of why there's so many of them either. Wait, we're gonna go down. There's like... No, like, okay, we can go up. Green path. Eh? Eh? That should not be the case, right? What is this? What is that thing? How do I go? The other side. I don't even have a map for the area! Oh! Oh, no wait, I think I needed to aim this way. Oh! No, it just passed through. But I can't go through. Why not? Wait, what? Is there like a special thing that I need to go through this? I can't even get the map because the thing won't let me go through? Is there any other way for me to go through? Doesn't seem like it. But like now I know that there is a way for me to get the map, so... Ooh! Did I die? I did not die. Lovely. Oh! Ouch. That really does hurt, by the way. I mean that so seriously. Oh! Huh? Wait! I didn't mean to die like that! Oh! 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 Okay, well, that was something. To see, yes. Oh! Wait a second, what? Do you guys see how many, like, wait, what? I'm so lost. Incredibly puzzled because it then exploded with, like, the amount of, way more than a few. Like, it was 100 or something, right? Oof. Oh man, ouch. Why do I keep doing that? Why keep courting death when I know that it's a bad idea? Because it sounds funny, that's it. That's my shade somewhere. Okay, so like I'm a bit confused because it showed up with like quite a few. And it's still just 42. I don't know why it showed up with so many. Like, it made me, like, alarmed because I was like, oh, wait, I have, like, a... Okay. 5. We're gonna kill this one. Then I'm gonna, like, drop down suddenly. Oh! Ouch. Well, at least we didn't die, right? I think it's a good thing that we did not die. Now we are only, like... 500 away from getting our Luna Fly lantern.
That's Geo.
Yes, deposit, duh. We're depositing 50 Geo. Now we have 1300. See, 500 geo is totally doable.
Geo, Kalala.
Even 800. I feel like even 1800 in one session is doable. Should I really commit to it and not die like every 2 seconds? You guys can't see it, but I'm like kind of covering my face in embarrassment and shame. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You can be bad at games and still enjoy them. You know, I was thinking about this yesterday, not more like today. Where because one of my juniors asked me to help them with theory, and I was like, of course, always happy to help. If somebody asks me for help, whether I like them or not, I will always choose to help because I think it's just the better thing to do. It's just like, it doesn't hurt me to help you. Like, you are not, in the end, we're not competing with each other, we're competing with ourselves. So if my help helps you become better for your own self, I'm glad for that, But anyways, one of my juniors asked me for help, and then I was like, okay, like, let's fix up a time and a date to, like, do this thing, and like I can help you clear up your doubts, and if you have any questions, of course I'm happy to oblige and clear up any like moment, like things that are not making sense, because I've had those moments in my life where I was like, I wish there was somebody who would explain this in a very succinct and clear manner. And I have been told I'm a very patient teacher by multiple people. It's funny because I used to do like tuitions for one of the kids in my building a while back, and then his grades improved so much that his parents were like, if you stop teaching him, he's gonna like get zeros. And I was like, no way. Like, the point of teaching someone is not to make them dependent on you, it's to so that they can learn how to do it themselves and do it better than before. Anyways, that kid's grades got way better when I was teaching him. That was like when I was in like 10th grade, 11th grade, and then I stopped after like a few months because I thought that he honestly didn't need my help anymore. He was doing pretty good by himself. And I was getting super busy, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop because I don't have the time to do this anymore. Uh Back to what I was saying about teaching someone else, right? So I was thinking about like, why is it so important? Like, I know I've discussed this before on a previous like music related conversation type of stream. Why is it so important to learn theory? Like, in my opinion, I don't think theory is the be all end all of making music, right? Like, it's a way to get a start, and it's a way to like learn stuff, but it's not like this is the only way you can make music, because like there's plenty of musicians who don't know any theory, who don't learn any theory, who go through their entire career and their entire musician type like life without ever learning, touching, or discussing it, and they have done well in their life. So why is it that when you go to music school, or when you go and learn music in a more formal setting from people who have learned it before, that they come back to the idea of you have to know theory? And like, something happened last week which made me really like question whether other people were qualified to say stuff that like I definitely know as good, or or if not that as good, then better than them. Why they think it's okay for them to say that stuff to me. And I realized like there are like, okay, I know I've said this before, learning theory and learning the terms and learning all of these things that are technical are more important to learn how to communicate them with other people, because most of the time if you're all coming from the same background, like there used to be this thing, because I have a lot of friends in Berkeley and I was going to go and study in Berkeley, and I did a lot of Berkeley related things for a while in my syllabus in Malaysia. So everything that was being taught in a way that if you met another musician from Berkeley, communicating with them would be easier because you guys have the same language. You're like using the same terms. Same logic applies to any music school or any like theory, anything. It's that the point isn't really to, to say like this is the only way to make music and this is the only right answer and these are the rules, and if you don't follow them, you don't know what you're doing. But I think it helps facilitate like a language that is easily understood. And those terms, like, you might even understand them and acknowledge them and not know the names. Like, whatever they're trying to explain, you might know the explanation part, but you might not know the name. And it often happens to me where I know what they're talking about. Like, logically, I understand what you're referring to, but I've never known the name. So it's more like an internal thing, that adding a name to it makes it so that when other people ask me, oh, XYZ thing, I can be like, oh, it's like a, it's a 3 minor over a 4 major, something, something, something. Like, I'm making stuff up, but you get what I mean, right? Like, now I'm communicating in a common language, and you're not trying to figure out exactly what is it that I mean, because I am communicating and like articulating myself. So it's really just like, it's like having a vocabulary and being able to communicate this to other people. And it's not like without theory you can't be a musician. It's just having this knowledge just helps it so that when you talk to other musicians, which is going to happen in your career, you're going to want to explain things, and going by vague and subjective terms that you have decided to come up with is not the same as using the more mainstream and widely agreed on term. So if I'm saying that the third 3 chord in a diatonic major scale, aka an Ionian mode, is a minor, but instead of calling it a minor, in my head I've named it like something convoluted, like it's called a whole half chord or a half whole chord. Like, that's not the same as, like, if I go up and say, oh my god, do you not know the whole half chord? Everyone's gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? But if I say, oh, do you not know the minor chord? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. So it's really, even in the end, like, it's not about this is the right answer and this is the only answer, this is the right way and this is the only way. Because in creative, like, industries and creative, like, anything that is an act of creation, the terms just help to communicate what you're doing better. Like, saying that is like, in drawing terms, if you're drawing a line and your line makes a rectangle, the reason you call it a rectangle is so you can tell other people, oh, this is, I've drawn a rectangle, not so that you can say that the only way to draw is draw a rectangle. Like, there's no actual right answer. There's no one path to making something correctly, because there's no right or wrong, right? Like, there's no right or wrong in music. You can decide, because like many other people have, that there's something called noise music and you enjoy that and it sounds good, and so that's not wrong. If somebody likes it, it exists, and then it's music. If you think something's music, that's totally, it's like a subjective thing. Like, there's no evidence to prove what is music and what is not, because it's like such a subjective experience to have. And I was just thinking about this today, because I was like, I wonder why, like, the second, when it comes to theory and discussing, like, knowledge that is considered more higher order or like tertiary learning, where you are going and putting time to learn more advanced knowledge for a discipline, suddenly it's like, if I don't know that, I'm not good enough, and not the conversation of knowing that just helps facilitate conversations with other people. It opens your mind up to exchanging ideas in efficient manner. Like, instead of trying to like stumble through every single conversation you have with another musician, now you have the right vocabulary to actually have a pleasant and useful conversation. That being said, there's a lot of people who'll never learn all of this and will be so good that everyone goes according to their ideas instead of trying to get them to come to this common space that we all share. And that's, up to them. Like, if you're a musician and you think you don't need to learn any theory at all because you're never gonna communicate with anyone, or you think that this is fine as it is, I also think that's fine. So, yeah. But it's just like, it just made me think today, because we were finally fixing up the day where they wanted me to like tutor them, essentially, and I was like, feel free to call any of your other classmates that might want like help in theory. I'm like totally willing to like help people. Oh yeah, I did find the banker, and guess
That's
what?
Gio.
Do you want to see how much I have in my bank? 1,300. I know she's good. She runs away with the money if you give her a lot, but I think
Kalala.
I just need to save up to 1,800 and then go and purchase my lovely thing. My thing being, I don't know how to open the thing. That is, should we go to somewhere else? You can double it from her? What? Double what? Wait, she runs away with your money. When you catch her, she gives it back to you double? That's crazy, guys. That's so good. We're gonna go to a different, I'm gonna go to Dartmouth really quick. I just wanna think a bit. What should we do? Because, like, I don't have anything open. Actually, no, wait. Should we go to Green Path? Because I only need to make 500 more geo. I have no idea what to do. I guess we go back to the Queen Station, go into the fungal waste. I guess we're just going back to the fungal waste, guys. Not the end of the world, surely. But yeah, I just felt like I had to say stuff about music today. I've had a very strange weekend, genuinely. Like, it was a pleasant weekend nonetheless, but like a strange one. I don't know how to say it. Like, it was. I feel like I'm being tortured, honestly. Ayo! Let me kill you, please! Come down so I can... Ah! You're lovely. Oh, one of them fell! I really don't like the sound that these, like, balloon girls make. They don't sound very pleasant. Ah! Who told you to do that? Oh, oh. Oh. Fun fact about the Rip-Off Banker, you should also get the Fragile Charms if you have the Defender's Crest Charm from Leg Eater. I do not think I have either. And I don't have Geo! I'm so broke. In-game. You know, the Buy Sweet Carol's coming out on, what's the date, huh? 10th October. That's so soon, by the way. And I cannot wait to actually get the game and play it. Because I told my mom a couple of days ago, I was like, I'm just telling you in advance, I'm gonna be buying a game on the 10th or 11th or 12th. And then, guess what? That's literally this weekend. So next week is when Halloween time starts. When my yearly horror everything. This time for Halloween, we're gonna be watching, for sure, Annabelle Creation. I heard someone say it's one of the scariest movies. And I have not watched it for whatever reason. I just never ended up watching Annabelle or Annabelle Creation. Because for some reason, a lot of people had told me, actually, it's not scary at all. It's actually really boring. So this whole time, I've been like, oh, it's like not gonna be scary. It's gonna be boring. But then somebody comes up to me, like I watch a video that says, oh my god, this is one of the scariest Conjuring films ever. Second only to the original Conjuring, which I don't find scary, but I can admit that it is one of the more scarier films out there, so in terms of being a horror film, you know. Oh! Ouch! Hello! I don't think I've gotten, like, close to that guy, though. Who is Leg Eater? I feel like I'm supposed to know who Leg Eater is and I don't, and that's like an issue. So that's funny. Wait a second. Oh! Ow, 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 ow. That was a mistake. I can fix that. This is fine. He's back at the top of the fungal wastes. Which person? Am I just like, really? Have I not encountered this one? Or like, do I actually have the thing? Oh! Oh, that guy! Okay, wait. The reason I didn't buy anything from him, because at that, I'm still trying to save up for, like I said, the Lumafly lantern that is taking like forever. Oh my god. Genuinely actually distressing how long this is taking. I wish it did not take this long. Okay, we keep going. Oh! Oh! Ah! No! Why do you keep getting me, you piece of shit? It's always this guy who blows up that, like, actually is the worst. Okay, we have, 46. Okay, not the right place. That sucks. What even? How are you supposed to get through that? Is my question. Ah! That hurts. That physically and mentally hurts me. I really want to open that area though. Like, it bothers me that that area is not open. Ooh! I'm always so close yet so far away. Okay. Ooh! I have 1 health. No, 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 no. We're not risking our health for this. Sister, won't you grab your mister? We should be able to get out from there. Ooh. Oh! Ow! Okay, my bad. I totally overestimated how much I could actually do. Yeah! Honestly, as long as we can keep, like, making steady money, I'll be happy with it. The Fragile Greed Charm is something you should get to boost the amount of geo that you get from killing mobs. Really? Wait, okay, wait. Wait, I gotta go up for that. Going up is a task in itself. Ah, no, we're saving for the Lumafly lantern first. If I spend money to make money, I'm no better than the greedy capitalist. I'm kidding, no, like that's a good strategy, but I'm so far down the I have saved so much money route that I just can't help myself at this point. I need to save the monies. I need to make it to 1800 before I do anything else. That has been my only goal this whole time. Look at me, 50 geo per time I come back, and I'm at 1,350. I kept saying 100, and I was like, that does not sound right. That's not the amount I need. Finally got over 200, 1,200 geo, so I'm so happy. You know, I took a date. Okay, we're gonna take a break from Hollow Knight because, like, pause for like 10 minutes. I took a nap. I came home and I was super hungry because I didn't have time to eat. Instead of eating, my first hour-long break, because I had 2 breaks today. One was an hour long and one was in half an hour, right? So half an hour really isn't enough time for me to go somewhere and eat and then come back. So usually in those half an hour breaks will, like, if I'm still hungry, if I like want something to like snack on or something, I'll just go get like a drink and then drink that. But today for my 1 hour long break where I usually would be eating just before my second class of the day at like 2 p.m., right? I usually get lunch from 1 to 2 and then go to my class, and then I have like enough energy to get through the rest of the day, come home, have my first snack of the day, and then have dinner later on. Today, instead of that, I was in class still for half an hour extra asking questions and listening to what other people were asking, and then, you know, just listening to the teacher basically. And that lasted for half an hour extra, and I was like, oops. And I only had half an hour, so I'm like, okay, I'm not super hungry. I think I can deal with not eating right now, but I will have to eat something in the later break. So for the next half an hour, I just got a drink. I got a tea, and I had the tea, and then I went to my second class. And then I had half an hour, and I leave my second class, and I'm walking towards the lift to be like, oh, I should get something to drink or something. Again, frankly. And I see my juniors, so I stopped to like have a chat with them and end up sitting there for like the whole half an hour. So I didn't eat anything, and by the time, like, okay, the good thing was today's class was, I only had to stay for like 40 minutes because we only had individual clinics and like one small presentation to watch. And so I didn't actually wait that long before I came home, and then I was like, I'm so hungry, I need to eat. And then my flatmate was like, hey, do you want to go to the market? And I was like, okay, I need to eat first. And then I changed my mind. I was like, okay, no, wait, let's go to the market because there's food there. I'm gonna sit and eat. Like, we're gonna sit and eat first, and then you can do your, like, whatever grocery shopping you need to do. Now, the thing is, I'm also due to grocery shop. Like, I'm running out of things, but, like, it's not urgent, in my opinion. Like, I can go without it for a couple more days, which is why I didn't go today. I was like, I'm gonna wait for a few more days. I think it's fine if I do that. And so I just didn't, like, I didn't shop anyways. And yeah, I like forced her to eat with me basically. And then we shopped around, and I got home and I was like, you know what, I'm kind of sleepy, I'm gonna take a nap. And then I took a nap. Incredible. I haven't taken like naps in the day for a while, like it's been a few months. So today was so good. Like, I slept for like a nice hour and a half, and oh, chef's kiss, it was so good. My foot hurts. This is very like out of context, but it just hurts. So I'm just, yeah, just letting y'all know. Why can I not make money at the Fog Canyon? The Fog Canyon is a killer. It kills people. You know what? Let's go to like somewhere where we can just go to the fungal wastes straight from there. Let's go to the Forgotten Crossroads actually. I think that makes sense, right? Do I make sense? I don't know. Let's go to the Forgotten Crossroads and try to get to the fungal waste from there so that we don't have to go up so far. We can just... Yeah. Yeah, this is much easier to work with. Because like the place where the merchant is like over there, so... We have to go down? Do we have to go down? We do have to go down. Okay. Oh, oh. How does that keep happening? Jesus. I like keep bumping into things, genuinely. Ah! Honestly, this also makes you a fair bit of money. Like, I wouldn't be mad if the only thing I was doing here is these. Killing these guys. Because they give you, like, so much. 3 per of these little flies, it's... I'll take it. Okay, the point is to just accumulate as much as possible. And that's it. The point is accumulation, not like high-level skill development. Ha ha ha. Ow! Why do I keep bumping into those, even when I'm avoiding them? Okay. Almost there. Wait, what? Huh? Why am I stuck? Look, we're in the fungal wastes. What's over here? I don't remember actually, so I'm just gonna go look at it. How do you do the thing, the heavy... Am I missing like a crucial something for it? Clearly. I know there's like a charm that did the thing, I think. Look! We're at the top again. Ooh. Yay, money! Ooh. Ooh. Yay! I am so good at killing these guys. The more I do it, the better I become, honestly. Like, I gotta say, there's something to be said about how little practice it takes to get good at killing those guys. But still, sometimes, you know, you like, make a mistake and end up... Ooh, ooh. No! One of my geo fell! What the heck? Oh! Get right here. Shall we? Talking to you, my guy. Oh, right. It's not 150, it's like 250. I remember why I didn't give... Like, why I didn't buy anything from this guy, because he scammed me out of my money. I was so outraged, I was like, I'm not gonna buy anything. Like, eat shit, actually. You want my money? I'm not gonna let you have any of my money anymore, at least. I was so, like, outraged by this. I was like, how dare you try to scam me, you scammer. Where are we going? Where are we going? Which way must we pursue? Ah! Mushroom! Oh, I love this mushroom. He has so many geo, honestly. I feel like this mushroom is the way to go. Like, you want to earn some geo, like, just kill him a bunch of times. Because, like, that's an easy 45. And on the way down, you get a few more. So you can get to, like, 50 or 100 pretty quick. I forgot that this mushroom guy was here, honestly. So glad I discovered him again. The mushy! Big mush. Yeah, like, I really want to go in there. Whatever that is, I need to go in there. But I cannot figure out how. At some point, I will figure out how, and then we will win. Win at life. Ooh. Nice! See, that was easy. If you kill the mushroom guy, making money becomes so easy. It did not hurt that I had like 50 geos saved up before that, okay? I I always need to kill this guy. Like, it's not even a, it's like a thing of principle. It's like a matter of principle, really. It has nothing to do with that he gives you money. It's just like, if I don't kill him, I feel incomplete in my heart. Okay, let's go deposit this too. Now we're gonna be at, guess what, guys? 1450! That is so good. I am so happy.
That's Gio.
Deposit! We're so close! I think we can actually make it. If we kill the mushroom guy a couple of times and like we only need 350 more Geo. Guys, we can do it. This is incredible. Like, I can't believe I get to say that I can actually get to 1800. I actually got like 750 Geo today. That's crazy. Oh, I fell. Oops. Ooh. Which one's gonna come closer first is the question, really. Okay, that one, obviously. And you're right there. Nice! Ooh. 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 Oh god. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay, we can go after the mushroom guy once we're done here. Because these guys give 6 each, which is pretty good if you really think about it. Not bad at all. Oh, right! Oh, ow. I forgot these guys also exist. And they give you a pretty penny as well. Oh. Look at that! Now we can go to the mushroom guy. Yeah! Oh, that's so good. Oh, we are literally making money like never before, guys. Mushroom guy's up here, I believe. Wait, where's the mushroom? Big mushroom dead? I guess we gotta go like a little bit further away. Yeah, I guess we can go here for a bit. Then we come back, right? Because we need to like kill the big mushroom. Oh! Ow, 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 ow. Okay, it's dead. It's dead. It's fine. Guys, we're safe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Oof. I think Big Mushy should be back. Hopefully. Maybe? Fingers crossed? No? What? But disconnected entirely to me having this big mushroom in my life. This is so rude. What do I do now? Ooh, oh. Okay. Oh, nice. That was quick. So did I do it right or not? I cannot tell. But we're at like 97. I think we'll make it to 100 before dying. So... Oh! Oh! Well, that is definitely something, is it not? Okay, nice. I believe we're getting somewhere, guys. Yes. Guys, we made it to another 100 geo and it didn't even take that long. Incredible, incredible. I tell you, this is how it should be. All we do is just go back and forth these same areas, make some money, come back, and look at us. We're literally swimming! Swimming in geo, I tell you. It's so amazing.
Just Geo.
Deposit. For 1550! Yay! We did it! We're so
Geo,
close!
Kalala.
We only need 250 more. The thing is, I don't know if I can actually do it today. Oh my god, Hex is here. Hi, Hex. She's not saying anything and I just noticed, so this is on me. Yes, hello. Yes, I can hear you. Don't be. I know no one in stream can hear you though. Discord's muted. And it will stay that way. So, what are we doing? Yes. Aww, poor umbrella, poor you. Honestly, now you're chilling. Did you at least get dry and get something warm? Oh, that doesn't sound like very real. Okay, that's good. But did you dry like because you didn't use anything to dry yourself and just dried naturally by air, or did you like wipe yourself off with a towel at least? Okay. Should I be worried? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's also good. Yeah, I swear. Big jellyfish that I'm gonna kill. That is so funny. But it's so nice of them to explain themselves at least. Yeah, probably. Man, people. Oh, I'm getting really good at avoiding the bombs. Yes, wait. Let me stream it on Discord as well. Oh, ow, did it? Oh no, my Geo! I didn't even get to claim it. Okay, you know what? I'm going back. I really don't want to die. Not like this anyways. Not here, but I can't even access a map to figure out where am I even. So I don't understand why the big ones don't come back, but I'm not gonna make much of an effort to understand what went wrong here, so you know. As you believe and will. Why can I not go up? I mean, I guess so. Is there supposed to be a way that I can go up here to get the giant shiny geopile, or is that for later? Like, what's the deal? I'd really love to know. I'm getting really good at killing these giant tiny jellyfish. As well. Very happy about that. Do we want to try killing the big mushroom again? If it's not, like, still gone. Which was disappointing. I think that's still gone. I think I've killed it too many times. But it was going to be my, like... How should I say it? It was going to be my, like, factory to make money. Honestly, I was gonna use it constantly so I could, like, make so much money off of it. There's nothing. Nothing's... Let's try this. The small mobs will come back, that's for sure, but the big ones don't, and that's kind of disappointing, I gotta say. Because all I want to do is kill the big mushroom guy so I can make some more money. And he is not here. Truly disappointing. I think that's a sign that I should stop for today. So I'm just gonna go back to where it's safe, at least. Or here, actually. I think this is a good place to stop. Mostly because my foot hurts. And I would like to do something about that. I think the extra side steps I did today, which, oh god. I've never sidestepped so much in my life. You know how I said there were these individual clinics? Clinics being, I don't know why she used the word clinic, when she meant like a consult. But either way, it means the same thing. She asked us to perform and then will give us feedback, and that's it. And it was one-on-one. And I was like, oh, I think I'll work on the side steps, because in one of the videos I watched of Sabrina Carpenter performing espresso, all she does, like honestly, most of her performance is just stepping from side to side, very on beat. So it's very pleasing to look at. My mic arm seriously needs to be fixed. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with it. But her whole thing was just stepping side to side, and it was quite cute, not gonna lie. And I'm like, I don't think I can emulate that much, but I'm doing a pretty decent job. And then she was like, I think you got the essence. I think you just need to let loose. And I was like, dang, okay, that was not hard. It was easier than I thought. It also helps that last semester as well, I was working on like Sabrina Carpenter style performing. So it's like a continuation of last time, not anything else, which is nice. Anyways, my mic arm is still trying to like slowly but surely fall towards the ground. Gravity, am I right? I am definitely correct about that. But you know, that was supposed to be funny and no one laughed. That's sad. Look, she's on my head. I'm so funny. Anyways, other things that happened was I spent like... I've been going back and forth with my professor, trying to get him to set up a one-on-one conversation. Because I was like, I need to complain, and my professor needs to intervene. It's getting toxic, if I may. I don't know, like, what it is about people who I study with currently, but goddamn, I genuinely cannot figure them out. I'm like, I've always been very proud of my ability to psychoanalyze people very quickly and observe what they think and do, and I cannot make sense of it. I'm like, you guys are literally unicorns in the world. So unique. But that's not... Anyways, my professor did send me an email as a reply going like, okay, I'll be back in like a week, so then maybe? And I was like, sure. So at least he's listening. He listens. Yeah. School troubles aside, I was going to re-record stuff, and my mic arm's being funny, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet. Maybe I just switch out from the one that I had before. Because I got a new one, and I thought it was better. And for now, at least, it's not really being better. I'm gonna try to see if I can tighten the screws and if that will help it hold more weight, or if that's just gonna ruin it. But, like, the money's already spent, so no matter what I do at this point, I'm not gonna get any money back. I have to buy clothes. I don't have enough clothes. And I want pizza. More pizza. Every single day I wake up and I think about pizza. That one I feel like is just me, but yeah. I feel like I should get... Because I have to buy clothes, right? Specifically for that stupid Sabrina Carpenter performance. I'm calling it stupid because it's frustrating how she asked us to buy costumes. Like, I don't know if I want to spend so much money on buying a Sabrina Carpenter costume. But I don't have a choice, so I'm gonna do it. But the point still stands. Like, I don't particularly enjoy the, because if I was just buying it from a Halloween store or something, it'd be like $80 or something, and I would wear it once and never again. So I'm trying to find something that I can reuse. I can't buy it fast enough, honestly. If I buy it too late, then I won't have time to return it if I don't think it fits me, or if I don't think it looks good. I don't have time to find another outfit. So I should buy two. No, that's a bad idea. That's definitely a bad idea. I mean, I have one dress that's kind of Sabrina Carpenter-y. I feel like that would work well for a backup option if my first choice doesn't fit me well or doesn't look good in real life as it does in the picture. Because in the picture, it's like super sparkly, super like metallic, this cute like pink color. I was like, I refuse to wear yellow. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I know it still looks good on me, but I just don't like it wearing yellow often. Also because I couldn't find any yellow. The performance I'm referencing has her wearing this yellow slinky metallic dress, and I couldn't find it in yellow, but I did find it in pink, and I was like, well, that's close enough, right? It works out. It works out indeed. I don't think the teacher's gonna be like very strict about colors though. Cause like today during our consult, the first thing she was like, okay, like I'm not like I don't think it's possible for you to do it like 1-to-1 because like she has a big stage. And like I was like, it's not possible for me to do that because all she does is walk from one side of the stage to the other for a major parts of the song, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's something. I want to eat bread. Yeah. None of what I'm saying has any connection to anything I said before. I'm just saying things that I'm thinking of right now. While I was doing my production assignment yesterday, which is going fine, I think, but I was like, when we went into the studio today, not for recording, but just for class, and the teacher was like, okay, like these are the things I think you guys should be like thinking of before you start recording. And a lot of the things that he was saying, I don't have any sort of input from the people who are recording from me. And I'm like, huh. So I'm just gonna set it up and do like bunch of recordings and bunch of takes and figure everything out so that I don't have to do anything else. And I also have to re-record my scratch vocals. That's important. That's something I can't not do. Cause that, honestly, I don't know why I sound so meh on it. But it's not like they're the actual, like, they're the vocals I'm gonna use in the actual, like, assignment. They are just a placeholder while I, everything else. While I do everything else. I also got a bit too carried away while looking at instruments and then downloaded like 50 of them. But they all sound so good and I want to use them all. Why do they all sound so good? I was having so much fun because like I know everyone uses Splice because that's like one of the first free VSTs that you see, like the big packs. And I buy it, but I don't buy it, it was free. And I start using it and oh my god, some of the VSTs are beyond high quality. They're like, I would pay good money for those. And I was so surprised that it was being given away for free. Like you can just use it. There's no like arbitrary clause that if you use it in a commercial project, we're gonna like come at you or something. It's only for it's not even like that. It's just like you can just use it and it's so good. So good. I'm so happy. Maybe I'll show it to you guys after I'm done with my assignment and after I release the song. I feel so smart that I'm one of the few people who chose to do an original. Because like the teacher kept saying like, okay, and he's being so for real about this. And I've already mentioned this like a couple of times on stream. But when he was like, okay, you have to do this assignment, you have to produce a song. And you know, ideally you're using the studio and you're like making this a full like, basically it should be like release ready. And so when you really think about it, if it's release ready, that means I can release it. So why would I do a cover when I have like 4 originals that I've already written? And they're already kind of complete. Not demo-wise, but like thought process-wise. I don't have to go in and edit anything. They're just there. They're complete, right? And I was like, I'm just gonna do an original. Because there's no comparison then, first of all. There's no comparison to the original of like somebody else. Like if I'm doing a cover, somebody's gonna listen to the original and be like, oh, I've heard this song. Because it's not like you're gonna do some like really weird like niche underground piece. You're usually gonna do the ones that are easiest, and those are like very mainstream. And except for this one guy in my class who's doing some sort of like Japanese super complicated song that has him like recording 5 or 6 different instruments, and as much as I'm like, wow, that's so fun, I don't think he's recording until like 3 weeks later, which is cutting it very close to submission. Which means if something goes wrong, there's a high chance he won't have the time to actually fix it and get a new take, get a new session to record everything again. And the chances of other people who are like the ones who are playing for him being free are much less. So I've kept it simple. I'm recording my voice. I'm recording a guitar and a piano. And I think it's smart to do that. Because they're still like common instruments. I can definitely blend them and add like effects and stuff, but most of it is going to be done and dusted by the guitar and piano. Everything else is just MIDI instrumentation, and I'm very happy about that. One of my classmates asked me, since I'm gonna have my session like on Wednesday, if she could sit in on it, and I was like, sure. I don't really have any issues as long as you're not in my way and as long as you're not like unnecessarily causing issues. If you're just there to watch and pay attention and like help out if you want, that's fair, that's fine. I don't mind that. I even asked, like, even told all my other classmates if anyone wants to sit in, that's fine. I'm okay with it. Very fun though. When we were setting up today for class, God, it's like half the people are just sitting around doing nothing. And that's when I felt, okay, the reason why we're so inefficient and why it's taking so long, it's because like half the people are just sitting there doing nothing. Because if they were also setting up, then we would have been done with the whole setup in like 20 minutes, I think. But because they weren't sitting there, like they were just like wasting time essentially. Our setup took like 40 minutes. Which is kind of sad. Now I was trying to estimate how much time I would need to set up each instrument. And I think I would take 15 minutes. If I have everything planned out, I don't think it would take that long. Because it's just setting it up and making sure everything's connected and like just making sure everything's on. And then they can just sit and play and I can record like everything and we're gonna be done then. I have 2 instruments and my voice. I don't know if I'll be able to like actually finish recording my voice. But I thought it's okay if I don't finish recording. Because I can always do another session for just me singing. Because I just need to sing to the track. But I do want to test all the different mics options that are there. And see if like... Excuse me. If like... I prefer one over the other, if it's just like, I don't mind any of them. So like I'm gonna try a bunch of mics, and maybe in the second time that I go in to record my voice, I can also record my vocals for like other things that I'm doing, and like it'll just be like, okay, done. Yeah. I feel like that's also smart. It's not a bad idea to do that. It's definitely like, I'm just gonna be taking advantage of the fact that I have studio time. Like if I can record a few takes day after tomorrow, that'd be pretty good already. But the song's not super long. I'm singing for most of it, but it's not like super long. If I think setup takes 20 minutes and I record for like 20 minutes and then I put everything away for 20 minutes, that's actually a lot of time. I would just need to be very, very prepared. Which I'm gonna practice tomorrow. And maybe even record some other stuff tomorrow. If my mic stand cooperates. I'm literally gonna hold it and then just sing into the mic. The worst way to do it, but if it works, right? That is officially all and everything that I can say that I can catch everyone up to. I don't think I have anything else. The next time I do a music making stream, which is a while, like it's gonna be a while, like y'all are gonna see me like pull up with like 70,000 VSTs. I once again discovered Piano Book. Like I remembered that it existed, but then for a bit I forgot the name of the site and I was just like, what is it called? Like I cannot remember. And then I went back because I know one of my friends who's made a sample pack on it. And I was like, wait, I remember that this person made a sample pack. I should go and check it out. And I checked it out and I remembered, yeah, that's the name of the site. And it's so good. It's like such a good website. I genuinely think that if you're like producer making music, you don't need to invest in like every expensive VST plugin combo, because like Piano Book is so elite. So is what's the name of that one? I forgot the name of the other website that also has a bunch of free plugins that are super high quality. Like, to the point where you actually are like, huh? I'm getting this for free. Like, they're really, really nice VSTs. This one that I found on Splice, I don't remember what it's called, but it had the most incredible, and I mean genuinely the most incredible sounding piano that I remember. This one piano that I've been obsessed with, but it's like $40 and it's only piano, so I haven't bought it. I've been like, no, I think I could like hold off on it. I don't need it that much. I'm not really going full-time production all the time that I need to like invest so much money into it. And it sounds so similar to this piano, and I was like, it's so good. And I found this incredible bass VST, oh my god, that I'm using for my project, right? I'm using for my assignment because I was like, this sounds perfect. Like, it blends perfectly with the rest of the instruments. I even found like a really good drum set. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I know like the stock plugins, the stock VSTs and instruments, there's so many, there's like thousands of them. And I really, really like using those because I think it's always nice to like condense and try to force yourself to only use certain things. But this, I don't think I regret going on a tangent and like downloading 50 of them without even blinking. I was just like, oh. I finally also caved and downloaded Contact. Like, I've been avoiding it very consciously. Like, I know there's free plugins and I know there's free instruments, and I've been avoiding using Contact because I know the second I start using Contact, I'm gonna cave and I'm gonna like start buying things. And I already have very poor impulse control when it comes to things that I enjoy doing. When I say poor impulse control, it's just that I really convince myself that I need it even when I do know that it's not really a necessary purchase. I'm just buying it for the sake of satisfying my own collector urges. I don't even care about being a collector in this. It's just like the greed. This gear is so good, I need. That accidentally rhymed, but it's true. It happens to a lot of musicians. It's like I can get better gear syndrome, apparently. I need better gear syndrome. I don't actually know what it's called, but I know it exists. Everyone has it, apparently. Every single musician. Lusts after new everything. Oh, there's a new mic? I want it. Which brings me to, I was considering buying another mic. Now, this one is not an expensive mic. It's like $20. But I watched this person talk about this mic. And I was like, I kind of want to try it out. And it's only $20, but it's more like the second I start doing all of these purchases of hardware that are not necessarily very important or necessary at the moment, I am gonna be spending more and more money on buying hardware. Because, like, okay, the one thing I do need in hardware is a new audio interface. There's nothing particularly wrong with this one, but something's up with the headphone amp part of it, like the monitoring, where I think for sure 100% after doing a freaking ear hearing test for it, because I thought I was losing hearing in one of my ears, because there's like a weird imbalance on this specific audio interface where I hear more from one side than the other, and so I thought it was me. And after getting my hearing checked out a couple of months ago, they were like, there's nothing wrong with your ears. Like, they're complete, like, they're both equal, they're both fine, you're not losing any, like, hearing. So, it might be your device. And I was like, oh, oops. So that is why, I need a new one. Also, because I feel like this one, it's good to, like, throw around. Like, if I need to bring it somewhere, I think it's good to use this if I just need to, like, carry it somewhere, because it's, like, cheap. And it seems like it can take a beating. I've moved countries with this several times, and it's been fine. Like, other than the input thing, most of it is fine. But I really do think I would like a new headphone, like a new audio interface, because I'm like more and more like, I want to use it more portable more portable. That makes no sense. This one can stay connected to my PC, and I don't mind it because it's like not the end of the world if I use this. But I want a better one so I can like bring that around instead of this one. Because I just need to. I don't even know how to explain it. It'd be nice to have a second one, mostly because like it's very annoying to have to unplug this one and replug it into my laptop when I'm trying to do work. But then I'm kind of like, this one is also me trying to buy things which I might not necessarily need right now. This might be like a I'm preparing for the future thing, right? Like this is gonna break soon. I can tell because it's just, there's like parts of it that are being really weird, and I would rather just get a new one so I can retire this one, because it's like, you know, it's gonna be almost 4 years of me using this, and it's not like it's a super nice brand or I paid a lot of money for it that I want to keep it. Having this as like a second one that I just keep is nice. That's not bad. Or I just keep it here and I don't buy another one for now. I buy it like next year or something. That is also definitely something that is gonna happen. I'm not gonna buy a new one because I don't actually need it. This is me really trying to convince myself that I should buy a new one when I don't need one. I do need a smaller MIDI controller. I really was feeling like the loss of not a smaller MIDI controller. Because like the one that I have is so shit. I genuinely don't know why I still have it. I don't even use it anymore. Like I take it out and I'm like, none of these keys work. Like did they sell me like the wrong thing? At that point I just didn't care enough to get it exchanged, honestly. And I was like, no, I think it's fine. I think I just don't know how to use it properly. Because it was new and I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the one who's doing it wrong. But I swear, like, I'm not. I know how MIDI controllers work. Even then, I did. I don't know why I convinced myself that it must be me that's the problem. And it was clearly the stupid MIDI controller. It does not work. Like, the keys do not have any sensitivity. Like, it's either I press or I don't press. Even if I'm pressing, sometimes the input lag is so weird and so strange that it glitches and it decides I must not be pressing anything. Or there was this one time where I used it and then I pressed on like for a bass note and then it just kept playing. Like, the key released physically, but for whatever reason in the input, like in the input side of things, it just decided, no, actually it's not. It's still playing. I am never gonna stop. And it was very strange and I disliked it immensely. And it's just been sitting on near my desk, looking at me going like, you don't use me. And I'm like, I would never use you. Because you're so bad. I don't know how I used you the first year I had you. But yeah. So I do need a new MIDI controller. That's definitely something I definitely need. A small one. I don't need a big one because I have my like keyboard right now as my big one and it functions really well. I actually really like having a big MIDI keyboard. That's also a normal keyboard that can function as a MIDI keyboard, and it does such a good job of being a MIDI keyboard that I was actually like, I don't think I'm gonna leave this behind when I leave Singapore. I think I'll take it with me back home. And honestly, this isn't even that expensive a keyboard. Like, it's not like I'm paying like $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 for this big keyboard. I paid like, I think it was $150, and I've been using it for 3 years already. 2 years, 3 years. So it's pretty good. I really like it. I think having this like really makes sense. I see why people all like have keyboards on their setup. Like I always thought like I do want a keyboard drawer on my own like eventual desk setup. I don't have a keyboard drawer here, but I have a keyboard that pulls out similarly. Functions similarly, although it's a lot more like in your leg space. Because like the stand is kind of like has this big X that keeps the weight and it balanced, and it's like right where my knees are. So I always end up slamming my leg into that because there's not enough space under my desk where it like it scooches in so much that I don't really notice it unless I'm pulling it out. It's not that good. My desk is not that good. I wish it was though. It was a cheap desk. It was a good purchase, honestly. I think it's gonna last me all 3 years, which is funny because considering it's like holding up like at least 10 kgs of things. It's doing a good job. It's no wait, more than 10 kgs for sure, at least 15. It's not. I don't think it's a super sturdy desk, but it, at least for now, is doing its job. I thought for a bit in the middle when I was deciding whether I was gonna move or not, I was checking on this desk thinking, oh, if I have to dismantle it and take it with me, how would I do that? And I thought there were parts of it that were kind of broken and looking like they were gonna break. And that didn't happen, so I'm very glad. I was very worried that if I take things off and then try to dismantle it, this wood that is the wood slab on top is gonna break. Because I don't think this is very sturdy wood, it's very thin. And I think it's like plywood, which is not the most durable if not prepared properly. If you put plywood in, like on top of really nice thick wood that's very strong, then it's fine. But this one's bendy. Like I can tell it might break if I like stress it out too much, which is scary. Which is why I don't do like crazy things on my desk. Like, okay, no, I've put all of my bags on my desk. I've like piled my desk up with stuff. Nothing's happened. I think we'll be fine. I think I'm like catastrophe words. Anyways, you know what I mean. I'm trying to like think of all the worst things that could happen to justify any purchases I might make to get out of it. I do really want a desk mat though. This desk is not pleasing to look at anymore. It kind of doesn't match my room anymore. I did not make any significant changes to my room in the last few months, but it just doesn't... Other than moving the bed around. That's it. That was the most significant change. But I just think it doesn't look as good as it used to. Maybe that's because I'm not like cleaning it properly, but I don't know how else you would keep this desk clean. Like, this is as clean as I can get it to be, okay? Other random things I really want is a mini washing machine. Don't ask me why, I don't actually need one. I just think it'd be fun to have one. Like, if I just, like, wash my underwear daily or something. Or have it to clean the kitchen rags every single day. It's just me being really annoying. And, like, I want it for no good reason. I just think it'd be funny to have it. Oh, did I tell you guys I broke the handle of the detachable handle of my new pot set? It didn't break in a way where I need to replace it. Well, I should replace it, but I kind of have it under control for now. I think we'll be fine until, you know, I eventually do need to replace it, so. Until then, I'm gonna keep it as is. Ha 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 ha. I'm so smart. I found so many, like, cute lip oils and lip glosses recently, and I want to buy all of them, and that is definitely not something I'm gonna do, because I'm not gonna be doing that, because first of all, I have not that much space in my makeup drawer, because it's kind of all mostly filled with perfume instead of makeup. But even if I did have a lot of space, I need to strategize on what makeup I'm buying. I need like one nice eyeshadow palette and one nice lippy, and I have a blush that I really like, so I don't want to buy any blushes. But my the skin tint I bought doesn't match my skin tone anymore, because I bought it when I was very much just inside my house hibernating. And so my skin tone was like 3 shades lighter because I wasn't going out in the sun much. And here all I do is go out in the sun because I am forced to. If you gave me a choice, I really wouldn't. So I have obviously tanned and darkened, and so it doesn't look it doesn't look like my skin tone anymore, and it looks actually freakishly light. Makes me look like I am trying to cosplay a vampire. I don't like it. And I paid so much money for it. I haven't even used it more than twice, which is crazy. I'm gonna try to see if I can use it still, like very small amounts, to just give my skin some brightness. But even then, it's kind of like no matter what I do, this skin tint isn't gonna work for me at the moment. I don't necessarily need a skin tint. It's more like it's nice to have something as a base. And I don't like using foundation, so skin tint was my second option. Other than that, I don't like foundation or concealer. Skin tints or like tinted sunscreens or something work for me though. So yeah, this is very funny. It's a very strange conversation to have at this point of time at night. Anyways, some of my juniors invited a bunch of us to like come and jam with them. Genuinely, I don't know what they're gonna be actually doing, because like the room that they booked is for 3 hours. I don't know. I think they have too much energy. Like I as far as I know, they do have like some sort of workshop going on in the this week. So I was like, what even? How do you have the energy? Because I remember doing the same kind of workshop as you, and every single day all I wanted to do was go home and never leave my house for the next morning again. So oh, but maybe that's because they haven't done it day one. So like they have we had the workshop all week. I think they only have it for 2 or 3 days. And so maybe that's why they're like, we can jam because we're not doing this workshop every single day of the week. It was really I hated that workshop. I really did. Like, I didn't hate it like I didn't learn anything. I just disliked the time that it was set up in. It was like 10 to 1. It was such a weird time to be doing this kind of workshop, because all I wanted to do was either sleep in or eat. There was no in between. I was either really sleepy or really hungry every single day of that week. Mostly sleepy because I would have to stay up late because I was doing stuff. Like I was streaming and trying to finish my assignments. And yeah, it was just really interesting. Very interesting. Honestly, I should go to sleep soon. I still have to sleep, guys. I have to wake up in the morning to do things. So shall I start saying bye in an effort to try to sleep before 3 a.m? I don't know if I'm gonna actually go to sleep before 3 a.m, but I will try my best. So I'll start saying bye, and it's gonna take like 15 minutes, I think. I will try to keep it to 15 minutes. My voice has been really weird the past couple of days. So weird that I went to, like, today in my vocal class, in my 1-to-1 vocal lesson, like, I start my day, like, I start my lesson going like, I feel like my voice has been weird, to my teacher, and she's like, huh? And I was like, yeah, I feel like it's been really weird. And then she was like, maybe it's the flu. And I was like, no, I don't want the flu. I really don't want the flu. I mean it, I don't like getting sick here. Something about being sick here is more painful than if I was just sick back in India. Part of it might be my reluctance to go to a doctor if I were sick. They're just so unreasonably expensive here. Oh my god. Also, because my student health insurance doesn't cover any general doctor visits. So it feels like I'm paying to get fixed when really somebody else should be covering, because I did not get sick on purpose. I feel like that should count as accidents. It's not like I purposely got sick. It was an accident. So why doesn't it count, you know? But this is me talking about semantics, and it doesn't really make a difference. Because I'm not gonna be sick. I'm just gonna take meds, man. I won't, because I still like... Okay, she described the symptoms being like, you feel sluggish for a couple of days and you feel like your voice is weird. You're not feeling at 100%. But I don't feel like that. The only thing I felt the past few days is just that my voice feels a bit sticky. Like there's a lot of mucus stuck in my... like behind my throat. It's not even affecting how much I can talk or how much I can sing. It's not like I have throat pain or anything. Like it's just that. And so I genuinely thought, and I still think, it might just be my allergies acting up really bad because I haven't been taking the meds. I haven't been doing my nasal rinse routine because I've been lazy, like really lazy. Every single night I come back and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do this. And so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to sleep. Because who's gonna wait an hour? And then she scolded me for it. She was like, please go back and like take your meds as you're supposed to, directed by your doctor. And I was like, yes, I shall start again. I shall do them. I did actually make an effort and actually boiled water because like the last 3 days I didn't even bother to boil water. Like I was literally like, oh, I'm not gonna do it, so why should I even bother? At least the 2 days before that I kept up pretenses and boiled my water and I was like, oh, but I'm so tired, and then go to sleep. The last 3 days, I'm not even gonna do it and I know that, so I'm not even gonna boil the water. Presuming much mew. But yeah, I think that one might have been affecting me. I didn't realize that it was clearing up my like nasal passages so much that stopping it would make me feel this way. But the real test will be tomorrow morning. If I feel the same way I do right now tomorrow morning, then it's like, you know, then I know that it's not the medicine. It's just something. I have got something. Which means I will immediately be taking medicine. Like, I do not care. I will be taking cold medicine and flu medicine until I feel like, okay, I'm at 100% again. For like at least a week and a half. If I don't feel like something's wrong, then it's fine. But still, it's like so scary to get sick when there's no one around to like take care of you. Something really bad. Like if you do get really super sick, there's really no one who can take me to the hospital super quickly or be considered my guardian to sign off on any like medical procedures that might be required if I were not able to do it myself. There's literally no one. My flatmate doesn't count because she is, I believe, will not count anyways. We're not related other than just living together. I don't think she's part of my emergency contacts, even though I guess she should be. I don't know how to change that here anyways. So I'm just not gonna bother. Genuinely, I'm just gonna not get sick. Yeah, that's totally possible. I've managed to avoid it this long, right? I think I can do it for a year and a half more. My tracking phone is gonna die in a bit, so we're really gonna wrap this up. It's genuinely a sign. Sickness aside, I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much for watching me and cheering me on to make more money in game. Also in real life, but in game today mostly. Yeah, we're so close to getting to 1800 geo, so we can finally purchase that stupid lantern. It's actually given me grief. I feel like we could have gotten it like 4 sessions ago if I didn't die that one time when I had like 300 plus geo on my body, on my person, and then I died. And it was so tragic. And then I lost all that money, and I really did feel it. I did feel very annoyed and angry that day. Because I was like, oh my god, I was so close to getting closer to 1800 geo. We could have been like done so much longer ago, and then I've ruined it for myself. But the truth is, like, the game's gonna be like that. It's literally built so that you get punished for dying on some level. That's the point. I don't know when Mio's coming out, but I need the game. You know what? I'm gonna check that before I leave. I need to know. Maybe it's already come out and I'm gonna buy it then. I want this game so bad. Oh! It doesn't even have a planned release date. The last announcement was in September. I remember reading that one. But I guess... Ooh, it suddenly got really cold in my room. I guess we're just gonna have to wait until they announce when, you know, the game's gonna come out. I can't wait. I mean, it still says 2025. It is October, I know. So, like, maybe it's in December or something. It's not uncommon for developers to do that, so I would just wait and see, I guess. I'm excited though. That game's gonna be fun. So is Spy Sweet Carol, which I'm definitely getting. We're playing it this before Halloween comes around. I think I have like a basic idea of what we're gonna be playing the next 2 weeks after this week. It's gonna be like just horror games and horror films and oh dang, I stopped I guess we can do like one making music session and make something like super horror because I have so many cool sounds right now that are like, oh my god, so much fun to play around with. I've also been working a lot more with synthesizers, so that's been really fun. Yeah. God, I've been having so much fun lately. What else? Yeah, we're gonna watch like 2 horror movies. I think it's gonna be Annabelle Creation and Annabelle, like the actual Annabelle film. Play Buy Sweet Carol, Little Goody Two Shoes, The Convenience Store. There was another one that I had that I was like fully planning on playing. So one more. There is like one. I forgot the name though. But those are all the ones that I have planned out. And then obviously like that's already a lot, honestly. That's already like enough for 2 weeks considering that I don't have like a lot of time that I can stream for, so yeah. But so fun, right? I'm so excited. So excited to watch Annabelle Creation mostly. I've been thinking about when I should watch it and I was like, it's almost time for me to do my like annual 2 weeks of just playing horror games. So yay. So excited. But yeah, that's it for today. I'm done talking. I think, yeah, take care of yourselves. Eat well and sleep well and hydrate. Super important to hydrate. Yeah. I really want pizza still. I just want cheese. All I've been thinking about yesterday and today is cheese. And it's not that I didn't have any cheese. I have had cheese yesterday and today. It just didn't feel like the right kind of cheese. I don't know what that means. Genuinely, I have no idea what I mean by the right kind of cheese. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm just like, I need this. I need cheese, but this isn't right. It's a specific kind of cheese, and I don't know what that is. And that's very much like annoying me. It's probably just like me wanting some kind of pizza. I would not mind pizza. I love pizza so much. I want pizza every single day. And I want to make pizza, I think. I don't even have flour anymore. I'm almost done with all the flour I wanted to finish up. I want to bake a cake too all of a sudden. I feel insane, I really do. So maybe I will bake a cake next week. That's because I am insane. I'm answering my own like statements. Like I asked them as questions and I did not ask them as questions. I'm just crazy. That's fine. It works out. But yeah. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom. So I'm actually gonna bye-bye now. Mostly say that and then disappear. So yeah, take care of yourselves. I love you guys. Keep inspiring me, mostly. And bye-bye now. Mwah.